Well, I'm going to record the video now, even though it's just past 2 o'clock in the afternoon. I don't usually record this early, or haven't for a while. But in any case, I'm doing it now. And the title is one that I actually wrote much earlier this morning. It's called The Downfall of the U.S. and Inc. The privately owned corporation known as the United States is bankrupt again. The criminals who have been operating it since just after the Civil War have been playing their sick game for a long time. I want to believe people are finally waking up. Anna von Reitz rightfully says that what we the people need to do is to reestablish constitutional courts on the land. I've been told that the lawful government is already operating on a Native American Indian reservation. Many good things are said to be happening, even though it is not mainstream news at this point. The final downfall of this fraudulent operation is long overdue, and whenever it finally happens, the entire world will be put on the road to freedom and justice for all, everyone in the whole world. If it does not happen, I will have lived my life in vain, probably along with many others who love truth and despise this world of fraud. I made some significant changes in that blurb that I wrote early this morning after I read the report from my friend about recent developments and the revaluation of the monetary thing that would make a lot of people wealthy and take back control of the United States Republic from the criminals that have been operating it. I shared that email that I got from my friend with a couple of my other friends, and both of them proceeded to debunk it and send me things that indicate that the BRICS nations, specifically China and the US, are in bed together, and that the Dragon family and the elders is just a fictional thing. It's a lie, and it's never going to happen. The financial structure will be kept in place as it is, whether the BRICS nations seem to have a major role or not. It makes no difference, because the United States corporation will continue to operate as it has been operating for 150 years or whatever it is. You know, it's been a long time. And I'm tired, folks. I'm really tired. I thought, as I've said in other videos, that the changes were going to come in 2011, 2012. Last night, I went to a group. We watched a video that was produced in 2010, I believe, and I don't know why we watch a movie that's that old. It's not like it's old. Like if we watched a movie that had nothing to do with current events, it wouldn't be old. But it was produced in 2010 about 2012. And 2012 happened some years ago, and the things that were supposed to have occurred didn't occur. I've been making videos since 2011, since January 2011, believing that the changes that I was wanting to see in the world around me, that I had lived my whole life for, were finally coming to pass, and the kingdom of heaven could be established on earth, and we would have justice, we would have truth, we would not have a world run by demons and criminals and archons and whatever you want to call them. That's what I've longed for all of my life. I've longed and worked for that, and as I've learned more, I've shared more and explored more and questioned more. When I got sick, when I had my stroke and then heart attacks, and I went through all my health challenges, I fought for my survival, because I still believed that my role, my mission could be accomplished. but then when I lost my home, I felt, what's the use? What's the use? And it was the Seekers and their music that gave me hope. And that's why I ended up ultimately going to Australia. And then my hostess abandoned me 5 days into the trip and left me so that I didn't even get to see Australia. I got to see the inside of a motel room for a month. And I've been trying to reach out to the people at Unity of Melbourne in Australia. They don't respond. The minister doesn't respond. I didn't get email addresses from anybody else. I didn't get anything but Australian phone numbers. And I'm not calling Australia. I have phone numbers of several people in Australia, but I'm not going to call them on the phone because I'm not going to do it. It's expensive to call somewhere like that. You can't even bring a cell phone from the United States into there unless it's some kind of a special deal. And my cell phone from Australia won't work in the United States. I've already tried and I've gone through that. And I'm really, really, really tired and really, really, really frustrated. And that's why I'm just telling you the truth. I'm telling you the truth. The messages that I got from my two friends that I shared the hopeful information with just like pulled the rug right out from under me. And just, if they could have just taken if I was a balloon and it was just like they put pins in my balloon and popped it. And that's exactly the response that I felt, because I want a world that works. This one doesn't work for the average person, for the normal human being. People are starving. People are having homes taken from them. People are experiencing all sorts of difficulties because someone somewhere allowed a planet to be run by demons, to be run by beings of ill intent. And then humans have jumped on the bandwagon and said, we like this because we can take advantage, we can play the upper hand. And that's what the governments have done. That's what the Vatican has done. That's what the City of London has done. That's what Washington, D.C. has done. They've taken the world and they've turned it into a hellhole of a planet. And it would appear, if some of these people are telling the truth, that these things that we hope in and have confidence in, that St. Germain Trust and some of these multi-billion dollar trusts and trillion-dollar trusts are meaningless. They don't mean a thing. That's what these friends sent me when I sent them the positive thing. And they sent me the negative thing to totally pull the rug out from under me. And I'm tired. I'm sorry, but I'm really, really, really tired. And, I don't know how much longer I can continue to make these videos. I have a video scheduled the beginning of the week with Aristo, and a couple of days later I have a video scheduled with a Native American friend of mine, and I want to hear what he has to say because he's working with some groups that I've not really been involved with. And I want to see if he can maybe present something that I don't know about. But I want to just tell you where I am right today. It's not in a good place emotionally. I'm really tired. Thank you for listening, and pray for me. Namaste.